Please, please, tell me where my son is. I just want to get John home. Please, anonymous, anything. Please just let me get my son home. I don't care what it takes, just let me get my son home. I can't live like this any longer. This is killing our family. Please, I beg you from the bottom of my heart, just a mystery phone call, private number, anything anonymous, just that we get John home. Please, please, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again for another disturbing video. I do apologize for bringing this one to you late. In fact, I've been ill over the past 2 days, literally in bed, finished, finito. And I'm still feeling bunged up. Got a blocked nose, sore throat, minor cough. It's actually getting better. I guess we're moving into that period where flu is spreading. So I hope every single one of you are staying safe and well. In this video, we're going to be looking at the disturbing and mysterious situation that has taken place with John George, aka John Hardy. We do have a number of videos that we are going to be checking out in this video, so make sure you hit the like button. It's been roughly 2 weeks since anyone has seen or heard from John. He missed his flight on the 18th of December, and since then his family have been extremely concerned. They filed a missing persons report. They set up a GoFundMe which has accumulated over £20,000 so far. Over 30 people from Belfast and neighbouring areas have flew to Spain to help the family search for missing John. What's extremely interesting is a report that I read published by The Mirror. In that report, John's brother claimed, I quote, "We know John is dead and not missing. So we just need to get him back. There's a £30,000 reward from family and friends for any information that leads us to him. So we want somebody to come forward from any of his friends. We just need this nightmare to end, and we're doing everything in our power to find him." That's a quote taken from The Mirror. Brother claiming we already know John is dead. The number of question marks surrounding the disappearance of John George, including the friends that he was allegedly meeting. Now, I've got a few videos that we are going to be running through just to give ourselves a bit more clarity on what's actually going on at this moment in time. Now, this video here is really interesting. What it says on the screen is, only days after Christmas and my family are out searching far and wide for John George, while people sit knowing what they know. Shame on you. Come forward about what you know and help us bring John home. So it sounds like this lady on the screen is implying that there are people who know what's happened to John, but they're not coming forward to let anyone know.
Walking along the beach, these cliffs, drones, just us, no Spanish police, just the help.
No Spanish police sounds extremely familiar.
From back home, trying to find John. This is ridiculous. Like, this shouldn't be happening. I have his bed sheets in a bag for the sniffer dogs. We're doing everything we can as a family. No police authorities are helping here. This is a fucking disgrace. Please, please, please.
On Saturday, hi, my name's Billy George. I'm the father of John George, who's missing in Spain.
Can you tell me?
So this is John's father.
So when did you arrive here looking for your son?
I arrived here, came last Saturday, back home for one day and had back out again on the Monday.
When was the last time you spoke to John?
I spoke to John on Saturday the 14th.
So he spoke to him on the Saturday, the 14th. So that would have been the last time anyone would have heard from John.
December.
Yeah, and at that time you were saying you told John just to come home?
I told John to come home where he was and who he was staying with. They weren't friends of his whatsoever.
Yeah.
So he was staying with people that weren't friends of his whatsoever. That's what he's basically saying here.
And in the meantime, there is your whole family and friends have all landed here on the road searching, and you have been brought to this property where you think that John was last seen?
Yes, John was last seen with 2 guys from Belfast. He came over on a flight to meet a guy from Belfast also.
Yeah.
So he was with 2 guys from Belfast who have come over to Spain to meet another guy from Belfast. Now, the person that lives in Spain that's originally from Belfast, who John and these 2 others have linked up with, allegedly he's a gangster. Someone that is heavily involved in the drug underground world in Spain. Now, I'm not too sure how true that is, but that's what I'm hearing from local sources. Some people have said that John was in debt to this guy in Spain. See, a lot of this is speculation. Not many know the true facts at this moment in time. But what his dad, Billy, has given us is extremely key. he was with 2 people, then he went and linked up with another 3rd person. Has any contacts been made with the 2 guys from Belfast or the 3rd guy from Spain that they were linking up with?
And so this is the camper van that may have captured the last movements of John George, an elderly man who lives in this premises, came out and spoke to police at the scene where we are and asked them to come down and view some footage on the dash cam of his camper van. And as you can see, the dash camera light will point in this direction, which is basically a patch of wasteland.
Sorry, I can't even hear what this woman's saying.
So I'm here with Kay and the family of John George, who went missing on the 13th of December.
13th or the 14th? Has to be the 14th. The dad just confirmed he spoke to him on the 14th, right?
And his family are all over from Ireland. John was here visiting, and he ended up hanging around with a couple of people who've now disappeared. Suddenly,
they've also disappeared then. So the people that he was with from Belfast, they're missing as well. Is that what we're being told right now?
Authorities aren't getting involved. We have drones up. We got people.
I wonder why the authorities aren't getting involved.
People up on the rocks. In the distance, you probably can see Kay there. She's with John's sister Courtney. We got people up on the top. There's been information, sadly, that some bad people disposed of John here at these rocks. We've got our dog Freya out with us, helping in the search. It's not an accessible place at all.
So they've been given information that the bad guys have dumped John in this area. Because I was actually going to ask, why are they searching here? Why are they looking along the beach? Have they been told that John was last seen here? But it sounds like they've been given information that has told them that the bad guys have dumped John's body here.
It's really, really not a nice situation. We're just hoping and praying we can find out what happened to John, hopefully find him.
Absolutely, finding him and bringing him home is so important for the family, for his kids. This must be so devastating for everyone involved. But it's still not making sense. What's John got himself involved in?
Hi guys, so the missing persons case of John George is starting to look very much more like a suspicious circumstances case, i.e. a murder. Now, the reason for that is because of the key players who are involved in his disappearance have told several different stories and have worked very hard to distance themselves from John, to the extent of even saying they were never with him, although there is photographic evidence that has been dated as well. There's photos of John with the other man who is known locally in Belfast, who moved over to the Alicante area of Spain back in about March time. I believe he moved over there due to some criminal dealings he had back in Belfast. So John's gone over there to spend time with this couple, and there is pictures of the guy with John on the 7th of December. Now, we know when John talked to his family on the 14th of December, he was with this couple and he had conversations with his sister around being with this couple. Now, since John has gone missing, the couple, especially the female part of the couple, the woman, she's 19 years of age, so very young, she has put out several posts on social media to say a lot of different stories. Like, even one post she puts out, she talks about John having his car stopped by the civil guard, and they found drugs in the car, so everyone had to leave and they never saw John again. And she's saying, we'll ask the civil guard where John is. Then in the same post she says that John was on his way to Benidorm to see some Scousers. They're doing everything they can to make this look like John is with all the worst people in the world, like he's with these...
Who is this 19-year-old girl?
These Scousers out in Benidorm, he's with the the Russian cartel.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that he was with Russians, or it was Ukrainians, or...
He's with other people who are involved in crime. Now, they're just literally trying to distance themselves. They've also, like, the man in this couple has deleted all of his social media accounts. He has taken down any posts where he was with John.
Wow.
There's another guy involved as well somehow who had pictures of John on his social...
Unfortunately for him, when you delete things, bro, they're still there.
...social media, and he's now removed them as well. Now, people don't tend to do this and distance themselves from somebody if there is just one truth and it's not a criminal truth. If it's just, you know, we saw John, he stayed with us for a period and then he's popped off down to Benidorm. Here's all of our proof, here's all of our videos, pictures, you know, this is what happened when John was here. But when you work to say, nope, didn't even see him, like, people have nothing to hide nothing. Now, we desperately need to get John's face out there everywhere, because if there's even 1% chance we can recover John alive, that's really important to do, obviously. He is probably in need of medical assistance by now. He has been missing for 12 days now, and it's getting really critical timing now. Also, if it is a fact of having to recover his body, he needs to be found now while forensic capabilities are still at the forefront and can be determined how he died, what's happened, any kind of DNA and forensic evidence would still be there. So we just really need to work very hard to kind of work together to bring John home.
Absolutely, it must be extremely frustrating for John's family and friends. But 3 key people that need to be spoken to at this moment in time, that's if they're not missing. Do comment down below, let me know exactly what you are thinking. Make sure you hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.